Here's how you can make easy takeout meals at home, and today we're making classic
orange chicken.
In a bowl, combine together your chicken, cornstarch, black pepper, soy sauce, and egg white and water until you form a thin paint-like batter consistency. Fry these for about 4 to 5 minutes until golden. Bonus points if you double fry them to get maximum crispiness. To make the sauce, grate some garlic and ginger, add in soy sauce, fresh orange juice, orange zest, brown sugar, and rice wine vinegar. Bring this to a boil, stir in some cornstarch to thicken, and finally toss in your fried chicken pieces.
Here's how to make this creamy Cajun chicken and bacon pasta. Start by cooking the pasta in salted boiling water. Meanwhile, cut the chicken into bite-sized chunks, add just spices, brand new Cajun seasoning, and mix it well. Add it to a pan along with the bacon and cook for a few minutes until it looks like this. Add the tomato paste and more Cajun seasoning. Now pour in the chicken stock and double cream and bring it to a simmer. Add the parmesan and parsley, then stir it well. Now drain the pasta and stir it through the creamy sauce. Dish it up and finish it with more grated Parmesan cheese. Have a go at this one and let me know how you get on.
Hi guys, I want to show you how I made these super crispy, delicious garlic and herb chicken thighs. Just look at how juicy. So first I started off with some skin on boneless chicken thighs, seasoned with some garlic, onion and black pepper. And then for the fresh herb mix, we make some garlic, basil, sage, thyme and rosemary. Roughly chopped this in my food processor, and then I added a generous amount of avocado oil, facing the thighs skin down for about 2 to 3 minutes, and then I added some butter, the herb mix, and then I basted the chicken thighs in this delicious mix. It was so aromatic, and as you can see, it's crispy and brown and all things good.
Save this recipe for Hawaiian style garlic shrimp, and you can't forget the side of macaroni salad and a scoop of rice. First, we're going to need to combine some flour, paprika, cayenne pepper, and salt in a mixing bowl, and then add the shrimp, toss it to coat, and then set this aside. I recommend either using jumbo or colossal shrimp for this recipe. Now we're going to make the garlic sauce. Add some butter to a pan and let that melt, and add some oil. Then add the minced garlic, and we're going to cook this until it starts to get a little bit golden brown. Then pour it into a bowl and set it aside. Using the same pan, add some oil and then the shrimp. Make sure that you space the shrimp out so that it doesn't overcrowd the pan. Cook this for about 1 minute on each side or until the shrimp is crispy. Once the shrimp is all cooked, add this back into the pan and then pour in the garlic butter mixture. Cook for 1 more minute and then add a little bit of salt. And this is typically served with a scoop of macaroni salad, steamed rice, and a squeeze of lemon. You can also use peeled shrimp for this recipe, but I personally like all that garlic sauce on the shells.
Garlic butter chicken wings are so crazy delicious, and you gotta make it. It's perfect for dinner or your next get-together. Start with wings or drumstick, make cuts. Add oil, cayenne, paprika, garlic powder, salt and pepper, cornstarch and baking powder. Air fry or oven bake at 390 for 25 minutes. Sauce is butter, garlic, chili flakes, sweet chili sauce, cilantro, lemon juice. Coat your wings and devour. So good, you gotta try it.
Back again with my series All Things Jerk, and we're making this cheesy jerk barbecue garlic bread. To garlic, you want to add oil and roast in the air fryer. Here I'm using the jerk chicken from episode 2, adding barbecue sauce and honey. Once your garlic has roasted, you want to add parsley and create your garlic butter. Generously coat your bread before adding your grated mozzarella, your chicken and your fresh mozzarella slices. And lastly, air fry it and it's ready to serve.
Another recipe you should master in your 20s. It's this delicious and creamy Cajun pasta with 3 different cheeses. Let me show you how. So I've been seeing pastalaya all over my For You page, which is basically just like this recipe minus the cheese and cream. But I wanted a creamy and cheesy Alfredo pasta, so I used that recipe and I just tweaked it to my liking. So I'm just seasoning some chicken breasts with the blend on screen. I'm also adding shrimp and sausage, but you can omit those or add more different proteins if you'd like. Then while my protein is marinating, after I season everything, I'm going to bring some salted pasta water to boil and cook my bow tie pasta al dente. Now I'm going to add some oil and sear my andouille sausage until nice and golden brown. And then in that same oil, I'm going to cook my shrimp for about 2 minutes each side. And once those are done, I'm going to sear my chicken for about 5 minutes or so until everything is nice and thoroughly cooked. Then to my pan drippings, I'm going to add butter and my holy trinity of peppers, shallots, and celery. Then I'm adding in my garlic and sauteing for a few minutes. In goes about a cup of heavy cream. I'm going to bring that to a light simmer and slowly stir in all my cheeses. And then once it's nice and creamy, I'm going to add in my pasta and pasta water. Now is a good time to taste for salt, so I added a bit of Cajun and some more Italian seasoning, and then I chopped up all my protein and added it back in, mix that all together, added more Parmesan on top along with some more Cajun just for garnish. Serve and enjoy. Cheers. 10 out of 10. So good.
Garlic bread? Nah. Garlic bread shrimp rolls? Oh yeah. For all the broke boys who can't afford lobster. We're gonna blanch our shrimp in some hot water. This took less than 2 minutes. And if your shrimp are small like this, you won't even need to cut them. Into our bowl, let's add mayo, spoon of chili crisp, fresh lemon juice, salt, black pepper, and chives. Look at that. Now just cut a thick slice of bread, cut it in half, make a slit along the top so that it kind of looks like a hot dog bun. Every side gets spread with garlic butter. Time to throw it in the air fryer. Now we can stuff it with our shrimp filling and finish with more chives.
Most delicious and crunchy, low-calorie honey buffalo chicken tenders that'll make you feel like you're cheating on your diet, but you're not. Start by grabbing 2 chicken breasts, cut each one into 5 strips, add the seasonings listed on screen, mix it and set it to the side. Then crack 2 eggs into a bowl and mix it together with a little bit of buffalo sauce. On a separate plate, add cornflakes with cayenne pepper and paprika, then crush it into smaller pieces. Dip each piece of chicken in the egg and coat it in the crushed cornflakes. Make sure to press down on it so it sticks. Spray them with some light cooking oil spray, then bake them in the oven or air fryer with the settings on screen. While that's cooking, to a pan on low heat, add buffalo sauce and honey, mix it together until it's nice and thick. Coat each piece of chicken in the sauce to finish it off and enjoy.
At dinner time, my kids would much rather be playing than eating, so it's a rare occasion when they ask for seconds, but they did with this one. It is an easy one that you can make with a pound of ground beef and a few potatoes. And as an added bonus, this one only costs about $10 and you can make it under 30 minutes. To make it, just peel and cube up a few large russet potatoes and then throw those in a bowl with some olive oil, salt, pepper, garlic, and paprika. Once those are all coated, they're going to go in the air fryer at 400 degrees for about 20 minutes while we cook the beef. For that, just get your skillet over medium heat and throw in 1 pound of ground beef with a diced onion and the seasonings I have listed below. Once you've got that beef cooked to where you're sure it's not going to kill anybody, you're going to lower the heat and throw in a tablespoon of minced garlic, some Worcestershire, and an 8-ounce can of tomato sauce. Then it's going to get a 1/4 cup of ketchup, a tablespoon of mustard, and a couple tablespoons of barbecue sauce. Then you're just going to stir that around and let it reduce over low heat before you make yourself a little beef wreath so you got room to add those potatoes. And if you haven't figured it out yet, we're making sloppy Joe potatoes, or sloppy spuds, if you will, and everything just kind of gets folded together, topped with some cheese, and then this goes in the oven for just a couple minutes to get that cheese melted.
You've just come across the best sushi bake of your life, and if you don't know how to make sushi bake, you've come to the right place. We start by cutting the nori into squares, add a little bit of cooked rice in the middle, and pop it into a muffin tin. Cut the shrimp into little pieces, add a pinch of salt. In a separate bowl, mix the mayo, cream cheese, soy sauce, and sriracha. Pour it over the shrimp and mix well. Scoop into the muffin cups and bake. Once baked, enjoy with extra spicy mayo and follow for more.
Creamy fajita chicken pasta. I'm always on the hunt for high protein, delicious lunches to prep for work, and safe to say this one hit the spot. It is straight onto the meal prep roster. It is delicious. So easy to make as well. Just cook the chicken for 5 minutes, add the onions, chopped capsicum, and fajita seasoning. Once the veggies are slightly soft, make a space in the middle and add your cream cheese and pasta water and mix until it is creamy. Mix in the pasta and enjoy.
This is how you make restaurant-style sweet and sour chicken in under 10 minutes. 1 part corn flour, 2 parts self-raising. Water. Now give it a mix. Over the chicken in the bowl. Fry it one at a time. While this is frying, let's make the sauce. Water. Tiny bit of red powder. Tomato sauce. Vinegar. Worcestershire sauce. And sugar. Chicken's cooked, add your vegetables. Now we strain it and put it aside. Sweet and sour sauce into the wok. Chicken with potato starch. Give the chicken a quick toss. And now we serve.
I've got your new favorite way to make nachos, so save this for one night that you're in the mood for them, because trust me, you're going to want to make this one. So first, start off by browning about a pound of ground beef. Make sure you break it up into little pieces like this and drain the fat when it's done. Then you're going to add 1 package of taco seasoning mix. The directions are right on the back of the package. Feel free to add more seasoning if you want to. And while that's finishing up on the skillet, you're going to grab your bag of tortilla chips. Just spread them out onto a serving platter. You can use any kind of cheese you want. I'm using cheddar. Just make sure you shred it yourself. It's gonna melt much better that way. So once the beef is all done and seasoned, you're gonna add a little bit of salsa here. You can use rotel too if you want, but the salsa works fine for me. Then you're gonna add that shredded cheddar cheese right on top of the beef. Pop a lid on and just continue cooking it until the cheese melts and it looks like this. Do a quick chip check, make sure they're in a single layer, and then you're gonna take that skillet and pour it all over the tortilla chips. Toppings are up to you, I'm just using what I had. So I added some sour cream, a little guac, some tomato when I was done. These are so quick and easy to make, and let me tell you, they hit the spot. I hope you give this one a try, I know you're gonna love it.
Sweet chili salmon and cheese panini. And yes, it was quick and easy. Make sure you wash off your salmon, put some olive oil on it, and the nice spice blackened seasoning. Please make sure your salmon is seasoned on both sides. Now I am using my Kitchen MV indoor grill. I'm adding my salmon to the grill, and I'm also adding some onions and some peppers cut up to it with a little bit of butter on my salmon and lemon. And I'm going to let my salmon cook for like 5 to 6 minutes. You do not want your salmon to overcook. Do y'all see how bomb that looks? And yes, my grill cooks the salmon on both sides. I'm just flipping it over because I want mine to get a little more crisp. And now I'm going to use a fork and I'm going to break my salmon apart. And now I'm going to mix my onions and peppers up with my salmon, and I'm going to add this sweet chili sauce all over it. Do y'all see how bomb that looks already? And yes, my Kitchen Every grill is quick and easy to clean up, as y'all can see. And now I got some bread. I'm adding some mozzarella cheese. I'm adding my salmon mix on there, and I'm adding a little more sweet chili sauce. And I'm using some pepper jack cheese with a little bit of butter, and I'm going to grill that for about 5 to 6 minutes. Do y'all see how bomb that looks? Quick and easy sweet chili salmon and panini using my Kitchen MV nice spice blackened seasoning and my Kitchen MV indoor grill. Do y'all see how bomb that looks?